An annual campaign put on by the Women's Center in Marquette kicked off yesterday. This morning, Ansley Watson is telling us more about what it is and how the community can help. Good morning, Ansley.
Vicki, good morning. This is the second year that the 100 Good Men campaign has taken place. Now, if you're not aware of what it is, it's a great avenue for men to get involved with the Women's Center and the Harbor House. You see, they're looking for 100 good men or more to donate $100 or more to go towards the Harbor House and other various programs that the Women's Center is involved in, like the Pack Rats resale. This is where we're standing in right now. But later in the hour, we'll talk about how you can donate and what all it's going towards. So stay with us. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Ansley. And as we get ready for the day ahead, welcome back. The 100 Good Men campaign is sponsored by the Marquette Women's Center. It takes place for the next month. This morning, Ansley Watson is at Pack Rats in Marquette, telling us more about what it's all about. Good morning, Ansley.
Vicki, good morning. Last year's 100 Good Men campaign was so successful, they decided, hey, let's do it again. Why not, right? So Beth Cassidy, she's the executive director for the Women's Center, and Lucy Grove, you're the board president for the Women's Center. Thank you both so much for joining me this morning.
Oh, our pleasure. Thank you.
So talking about the Women's Center, I mean, we know it's here in Marquette. What does it do? What does it provide for the community?
Well, it's the only domestic violence and sexual assault agency in both Marquette and Alger County. So we provide services free of charge to anyone. There's no litmus test if you qualify for those services. We do crisis counseling. We have a 24/7 crisis line. We have an emergency shelter where we can house men, women, and children that are going through a domestic violent or sexual assault event where they're not safe in their own home. We transition people into new lives. We help them with, we do skill building. We also help transition them into apartments.
So the Harbor House, that's where the women can go. That's a shelter. That's part of this campaign as well as providing for that. We're actually in Pack Rats resale right now. The Women's Center is associated with this. How do they correlate together?
Well, Pack Rats has been around for a number of years. It started originally that we needed a place to collect items for people that were transitioning onto their own living situation. They need items. They need clothing. Think about, someone leaving, a violent situation. You just leave, you flee. And so it really started out that way. And then it's a source of revenue for us. We have people that donate wonderful items. We have very high quality clothing. And we employ 2 full-time people, 1 part-time staff person, and then numerous volunteers to run the shop. But the proceeds, the net profit from that, goes back to support our programs.
And so this is probably where the 100 Good Men campaign came from. You guys constantly need funds. Lucy, talk more about this campaign.
Sure, absolutely. This is a campaign where we really want to create awareness in the community of what we do. As Beth mentioned, we provide services to women, but also to men. And we really want to recognize all the wonderful men we have in our community that are such strong supporters of the Women's Center, and really give them an avenue to publicly say, yes, we support what you guys do. We want to be part of the solution. We want to be good role models in our community.
So it kicked off officially yesterday. It goes a month long through July 7th.
Yes.
Men can donate. Of course, we will talk more about this later in the hour. The ladies, stay with us. We'll talk more.
Great, thank you.
Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Ansley. And as we get ready for the day ahead,
the Women's Center in Marquette is looking for 100 good men to get involved in its annual campaign, which supports the Harbor House and other programs. Ansley is at Pack Rats resale store to tell us more on how men can show their support. Good morning again, Ansley.
Good morning, Andrew. All right, men, listen up. There's a way that you can help the Women's Center. Beth Cassidy and Lucy Grove are joining me this morning. Good morning, ladies.
Hi. Good morning.
So this is the second year only that the 100 Good Men campaign has been kicked off, which is incredible to me. That was so successful last year.
Very successful.
You guys have a goal you're trying to reach this year. But first of all, what is the 100 Good Men campaign?
Well, the 100 Good Men campaign is a program that is to create awareness in the community about the services that the Women's Center provides, and also to highlight all the wonderful men that do support us and to recognize their contributions. Without them, we couldn't do a lot of what we do.
This is kind of, you said, like a conversation piece for men. And some men want to help the Women's Center. It just might be maybe a little awkward. They don't know how to necessarily. How can men come here, donate? How do they do that?
Well, we have some team captains in town, Andrew Rickauer, Mark Grove, Jim Cantrell, Rod Desjardins over in Munising. But also, men can donate via our website, which is wcmqt.org. We also have a Facebook page, Women's Center. That'll direct you to our 100 Good Men MQT Facebook page. We really encourage men to walk into the Women's Center on 1310 South Front Street. They can come in, meet us, see what our programs are about, meet the staff. It's really an awareness campaign.
Is there a certain goal that you guys are really reaching for this year?
Yes, this year our goal is to get at least 200 men to participate. Last year our goal was 100 and we got 179.
Wow.
So we're looking for 200. Hopefully it'll be a lot more. We've got some wonderful men in the community and we know that they're going to show up and help.
And you say $100 to donate, but if they're feeling generous, you can give more as well.
They sure can, and we have had quite a few men do that. We also have had men and women donate in memory of a spouse, their father, their grandfather, or in honor of. We had someone come in yesterday and give us $100 in honor of her son. And then what we'll do is, if they choose to not be anonymous, we'll recognize them in the community.
Oh, that's great.
We're going to have a wrap-up event at the Ordoc like we did last year, and then we do a huge ad in the Mining Journal. We put it on our website and our Facebook page. And I think that just, you know, it shows to our community that men are a part of that conversation, and they are very supportive of that.
For those who may not know kind of everything the Women's Center does for the community, what are these funds going towards?
They go towards operating cost. We have contracts with the state that pay for direct client services, so our staff are paid that way. But we have to support not only our Women's Center building, where sexual assault offices are housed. We have a harbor house. We have a shelter, emergency shelter, and we have to feed and, you know, help clothe and provide diapers for all those people that are in that house on an emergency basis.
Why is this important? Why is this something that needs to be continued?
Because we're the only agency in Marquette and Alger counties that does provide a residential facility for victims of domestic violence. And as Beth had mentioned, our grants only cover so much. So we really rely on the support of the community to help us with some of the extras that you don't think about. I mean, imagine if you had 12 people living with you every day and you have to feed them and provide all the basic necessities. So the community is so supportive, and as we found last year, especially the men in our community are just wonderful. They really stand behind us. They are good role models, and they want to help.
All right, ladies, thank you
really
so
do.
much for being
Hey,
with us
this has
morning.
been fun.
It's been
Thank
great,
you.
hasn't it?
Yeah.
So kickoff was yesterday. It goes all the way through July 7th. You can help the Women's Center in any way possible. Thank you, ladies.
Great, thank
Reporting
you.
live,
Thank you.
Marquette, Ansley Watson, and we'll be back with more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.